Hola, ¿qué tal? In this video, I want to give you a demonstration of how to facilitate one-word image in your class. I don't call this activity one-word image with my students. I simply just say, we're going to make a character, we're going to make a mascot, we're just going to make something that represents our class, or a character for a story that we're working on. So I'll try to be as succinct as possible. I'll model how the activity looks, and I hope you enjoy it and hopefully implement it in your own classrooms. So basic setup before you start the activity, you do want to assign two students a job. One job will be profe dos. Profe dos just means we're making lots of choices and decisions when we're creating this character. So profe dos just steps in when the class can't decide. The other job is el artista. El artista obviamente debe tener un poco de talento artístico, pero también debe ser un estudiante that you feel pretty confident about. They're going to understand the lesson, they're going to understand the conversation. So if you find a student that has those two traits, then they can be the artist, and during the whole conversation, they're going to be drawing and keeping up with us. The first step is to determine the object. What are you working with? I recommend animals, fruits, vegetables, just simple objects. Start by surveying the class and just go yes or no until you get one that students seem to be a little bit more enthusiastic about. Entonces, a ver, Maya, ¿es el personaje un tomate? Maya doesn't like tomatoes. She's going to say no. Ah, vale, clase, no es un tomate. El personaje no es un tomate. A ver, Max, ¿es el personaje un brócoli? Tampoco, no interest. Clase, Maya dice que no es un tomate. Max dice que no es un brócoli. Clase, ¿qué es el personaje? ¿Qué es? Levanta la mano. En inglés, dime, ¿qué es el personaje? Clase, el personaje es una rata. Rata. When I write things on the board, that tends to make it more official. Like, it's already decided. Okay? So, just go ahead and confirm. Sydney, ¿es el personaje un tomate o es una rata? Ah, es una rata. Perfecta. Okay, so we have our object. Next step, I always go for size. Entonces, clase, la rata. ¿Es la rata grande o pequeña? I don't know why students unanimously always want this object to be big. So, oh, es grande. Vale, pues, ¿es grande o es muy grande? A ver, Tristan, dime, ¿es grande o enorme? Oh, clase, Tristan dice que la rata es gigantesco. Es gigantesco. ¿Qué significa gigantesco en inglés? Sí, exacto, gigantesco. La rata es gigantesca, no gigantesco. Okay, next step, colors. Okay, clase. And I'll normally ask Profe Dos to tell me how many colors, but I try to guide them to telling me 2, maybe 3 max, otherwise it's just too complicated. Entonces, Profe Dos, ¿cuántos colores tiene la rata? ¿La rata tiene 2 colores? ¿3 colores? Ok, vale, la rata tiene 2 colores. ¿Cuáles son los colores? Clase, levanta la mano. Dime tu color favorito. Dime, ¿qué es tu color favorito? Students will raise their hand, especially in middle school, because sharing your favorite color is like the most important thing in the world. Vale, vale. Rojo. Ok. ¿Qué más? Amarillo. ¿Algo más? Verde. Clase, mira, hay 1, 2, 3 colores, pero ¿cuántos colores tiene la rata? 2. La rata tiene 2. So then I'll give Profe Dos a little bit of power. I mean, you want their job to be fun, and it's not fun unless they get to make very controversial decisions. Profe Dos, elimina un color. ¿Cuál color no te gusta? Clase, Profe Dos dice que no le gusta amarillo. La rata gigantesca es roja y verde. Every now and then, just double check, really quickly confirm that they know what's going on with this rat. So, Mason, ¿es la rata amarilla? No, no es amarilla. ¿De qué color? Vale, vale, vale. Lola, ¿Es la rata pequeña? No, no es pequeña. ¿Es la rata grande o gigantesca? Sí, es gigantesca. Okay, so you still got them. Next, we got size, we got color, personality traits. I like to present the adjectives with their opposites, if that makes sense. So I just think that clarifies meaning instantly, especially if they're cognates. Entonces, Lola, ¿es la rata inteligente o estúpida? Again, middle school. La rata es estúpida. Uy. Some teachers like to keep the characters cute. I'm okay with the character not being cute. Why? Because I teach middle school. And also, I want the students to legitimately like their character or to have a little bit higher sense of ownership with the character. Entonces, I'll let them say things that aren't cute. Vale, clase, Lola dice que la rata es estúpida. Me dicen, ¿es la rata estúpida? Sí, es estúpida. Sydney, sí, la rata es estúpida. Clase, la rata es estúpida. La rata es estúpida. ¿Es la rata amable? No. ¿Es la rata generosa? No. Again, middle schoolers, they tend to go very negative with the personality traits. So this morning, when I tried this in my class, I ended up with a rat that was estúpida, malvada, y ruda. Okay, so you can keep going with whatever personality traits that you want to add or consider. And then after that, I'm going to go for physical appearance. ¿Es la rata gorda? Probably. ¿Es la rata musculosa? Sí, clase. La rata tiene músculos. Es muy musculoso. La rata es musculosa. A ver, clase. So we have physical appearance, we have basic personality traits, colors, size. If you ever think they're getting lost, just use circling questions. Make sure that they still know the basic facts about the rat. Okay, clase, la rata es musculosa. La rata es musculosa. ¿Y es la rata guapa? ¿Es la rata atractiva? Oh, no, vale, es fea. La rata es muy fea. La rata es repugnante. Again, you really just take this wherever you want to go, okay? So we have this. And now it's time to just go ahead and add some biographical information. ¿Cuántos años tiene la rata? ¿De dónde es la rata? ¿Vale? And as soon as you think that you have a good character going, maybe give it a name. This is always the most contentious though, and I think it's okay to limit it to like 3 options. So if I'm surveying the class, I normally only accept 3, maybe 4 if they're extremely determined. So, a ver, clase, ¿cómo se llama? Bob. Opción 1 es Bob. Opción 1 es Bob. Opción 2, la rata. ¿Cómo se llama la rata? Vale, la rata se llama David. 3, Natasha. Interesante. And then if there's a choice that you don't feel like surveying, again, just go to Profe 2. Profe 2, ¿es la rata un chico o una chica? Vale, clase. La rata es un chico. Es un chico. Natasha? Natasha es un nombre de chicas, ¿no? Es un nombre más femenino. Sí. Vale. No Natasha. Nathaniel. Well, we're going to take it to a vote. Hagamos un voto, clase. Levanta la mano si la rata se llama Bob. 3 personas. Again, as you're facilitating in Spanish. It's a very linguistically rich activity. So, 3 personas, 5 personas prefieren David, Nathaniel. Levanta la mano. La rata se llama Nathaniel. 5 personas, clase. 5 personas prefieren David, 5 personas prefieren Nathaniel. Pues, Profe 2 decide. Boom, David, se llama David. Okay, and then, sorry, forgot to mention, during this activity, if you're ever unsure whether or not the artist knows what's going on, just check in with the artist, repeat the phrases over and over again, and maybe just full on use English, ask students to respond in English describing the rat, and the artist should be in good shape. Afterwards, you can do a classic write and discuss, summarize all the information, you can unveil the drawing, and you can revisit this character if you and take the character as far as you'd like. So in some of my classes, I take the character, we add a setting, we add a conflict, we give the character a full-fledged storyline. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to just let me know. I'm happy to interactuar con ustedes tanto como quieran. And if you're interested in this material, please consider checking out my Patreon page as well as my website, SpanishEnContexto.com. Muchísimas gracias por haber visto este video. Espero que les haya gustado. Adiós.